Good evening, CanHammer fans, and welcome to tonight's ETC practice. I have with me the one and only Charlie Cochran. Charlie, how's it going?
Good, great.
Charlie is on my team for CanHammer Team Tournament, and tonight we're just practicing for that event. We are trying to find out how Charlie's Orks fare against a knight army. Because our round one opponent has two knights list, one Imperial, one Chaos. So we're testing to see exactly how the boys can stand up to that. So Charlie, tell us a little bit about your list.
List is Triple Battalion, 1 Evil Sons, 2 Bad Moons Battalions. The Evil Sons Battalion is 2 War Bosses, 60 Slug and Chopper Boys, and 30 Shooter Boys. The first Bad Moons Battalion is 2 Weird Boys and 30 Gretchen. And the second Bad Moons Battalion is the Vigilus Detachment Dreadwaw with 2 Shock Attack Guns. One of them is the Relic on the Warlord.
Here he is.
With the big Killaboss Warlord trait, shocking no one.
Of course.
And that detachment also has 30 Shooter Boys in it for a total of 120 boys.
How many models total, Charlie?
260.
You, sir, are insane.
I sweat a lot at these things.
260 models, and believe it or not, Charlie manages to get all of his turns done under the clock. So, it's a lot of models. Alright, well my army, you've seen it before, is some Tyrannus Knights. So I have a super heavy Knight detachment, 3 Crusader Knights. 2 of them have battle cannon and Gatling gun. The third one has a Melta because I'm giving him the Fury of Mars, which is the Tyrannus Relic. And this is a Melta gun that is 48-inch range, and it always counts as being in Melta range. Now against Charlie, honestly, I should just save the CP and not use that because he has no vehicles, but I really like having the 48-inch range. So you know what, for a CP, I'm doing it. And then my Warlord here has Endless Fury and Iron Bulwark. And for the third knight, I gave him the Blessed by the Sacristan's Warlord trait, which basically means I'm blessing the Gatling weapon. And 6s to wound are a mortal wound in addition. To support that, I have an Admech Battalion. Squad of Scutari. Squad of Scutari. Squad of Scutari. 2 Engineers. And then a Spearhead, 3 Scorpius Disintegrators. Those things at 111 points are so good. They have all the DACA, 9 stubber shots, 3d3 mortar shots, 1d6 missile shots. So I have a lot of bullets, but only 26 models to Charlie's million.
Wow.
So Charlie, what's your strategy to beat the knight list?
I'm going to take over the table, and the knights are going to hang out in their corner, and then they're just going to score no points. That's the plan.
Yep, I think that's the plan.
It's going to be a sea of green when you come back.
There's going to be green all over this table, and I'm not going to be able to move, and I'm going to maybe not lose too many knights, but probably lose the game because I can't score. Because you see, in ETC format, we need to score Maelstrom cards, and that means getting 2 objectives. 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. 1 down here, 1 hidden under all those boys there.
And 1 hidden under all these boys here.
1 hidden under all those boys there. So I'm not getting to those objectives. Realistically, that's not happening.
Forever mine forever.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I think I'm up against it, especially since Charlie rolled to go first. And the mission we're playing is Mission 1, Frontline Lost. So we are, as you can see, in a pointy Dawn of War deployment. And there is no progressive scoring on this one. For end of game scoring, only objectives 1 to 4 count. So, you know, if I somehow manage to get really lucky and kill enough of those boys, maybe I can score that. The Maelstrom hand is interesting, however, and that's going to be tough for me because hand size 5, as usual. You play 3 on your first turn, and then on your player turn, if you hold more objectives than your opponent, you may draw an extra card from your deck before playing your tactical objectives, and you may play an extra one into play. Which means Charlie's going to do that every turn because I'm probably not going to ever hold more objectives than he is. So we're going to be back and check in after the Orks movement phase turn 1, unless, actually, I'm going to attempt to seize. We should do that on camera. because you want to go first, sir.
I do.
I think that would be really bad for me. So I'm going to attempt to see. So let's do the dice roll live. No, it's a 4.
We're in business, boys.
I do not see.
Let's do this.
All right, let's do this. We'll come back after Charlie moves 260 models around the table.
See you tomorrow.
All right, so the green tide has moved forward. And Charlie rolled obnoxiously in his advanced rolls. This rolled a 6. This rolled a 6.
Red ones go faster.
This rolled a 4. And they're all, what's it called again, the +1 to advance?
Evil Sons.
Evil Sons. So they're all Evil Sons. So what this means is that basically half the board is already covered in greenskins, which is a problem. I'm already feeling queasy about this. And now Charlie is about to jump something somewhere. So Charlie, pick up your dice and tell me what you're about to do.
We're going to jump this unit of boys.
This unit of boys.
This weird boy right here.
Right.
So he's going to be +3 to his charge.
Okay.
Or to his roll.
Yep.
So on a 4, we're going to jump. Look, we did it!
Oh, just on a 4.
didn't even
3 and a
guys.
1. He did not blow his brains out. All right, so we're jumping that unit. We will relocate them and be right back. All right, so Charlie here has done a move that every orc player should have in his arsenal. He has jumped a big unit of shooter boys. How many in there? Full 30?
30, yeah.
30 shooter boys. And what he's done, he's strung him out 9 inches from my lines all the way across the table. So he's 9 inches from this knight, 9 inches from this Qatari in the middle, 9 inches from that knight, 9 inches from the boat. What that does is really hem me in. I cannot move past these guys. And I'm expecting he may also charge them in to get even closer, but I guess we will see what Charlie chooses to do. Charlie, it's your charge phase, or are you done with your psychic phase?
I'm done with my psychic phase. I'd like to shoot before I charge.
You'd like to shoot, of course. These are shooter boys, after all.
Yes.
So we'll shoot the shooter boys. This is going to be a bucket of dice, so we won't bore you with the details. We'll come back with the results, and then with the result of Charlie's charge phase. Because he will... The play here, guys, is to charge the shooter boys probably into this Qatari unit. He doesn't even care if he kills it. All he wants to do is hem me in even more. So then I can't go anywhere. So we will come back after that. Okay, so shooting phase over. The souped-up Shaka actually powered up, but got a little unlucky. So Charlie did roll an 11 for the strength on one of the shots that he was doing. He shot multiple times with strats.
3 times.
But it didn't really work out. I got lucky with my Tyrannus saves. I got lucky with my invulns. He got unlucky with his hits on the mortal wound save. So this knight is down 5 wounds to 19. No other damage. You know what? I don't think he needs it. Because now he's about to charge these shooter boys into my line. And that's going to really put a crimp in my style. So, Charlie, what are you declaring as a charge target?
4 charge targets. I'm going to
4 charge targets.
In the center.
This Qatari here, they can't really see you. Actually, from this angle, a couple might be able to see this guy. Yes, so we will get some Overwatch.
I'm going to charge a boat.
A boat, okay.
And I'm going to declare this unit as well.
And this unit, which is, we are playing that the first floor is blocking line of sight. I know that's not an ETC rule, that's an ITC rule, but given the terrain that we're going to see at the tournament, we're playing as these guys can't see.
It is an ETC rule now.
Oh, really? They've changed that?
Yeah, it's in the pack.
Okay, it's in the pack. All right, so check that. They can't see either way. So these guys won't be able to Overwatch. There'll be some Overwatch from here, some Overwatch from here, but the boys are coming and charging. So what we're going to do is roll the charge distance on camera, then resolve the Overwatch after.
+1 to charge.
+1 to charge.
On an 8. That's a 6.
Well, you've already got a 6 plus...
On a 2 plus rerollable.
Yes.
We're in.
Okay, so we are in. So we are going to resolve the Overwatch, move the boys in, and then check back right after that. But, oh, I am feeling nauseous right now. All right, be right back. Alright, so after charges and pile-ins, Charlie has done the smart thing, which means he has just touched this tank, then spread his entire line of boys, keeping more than 3 from the character knights, because otherwise they would be able to heroically intervene. He has put a bunch of boys into these Qatari, hoping to kill them, but really what he's done is captured this objective. So Charlie's going to score a bunch of points at the end of this turn, because I don't think we said so, but his cards are 11, 12, and 13, which in ETC means he scores for holding 1 even, 1 uneven, 2 even, 2 uneven. So he's going to get 3 points at the end of this, because he owns most of the objectives on this table. Now he has completely blocked me as well. It's going to be rough, guys. But we will resolve the combat, then come back at the end of the knight's movement phase, because there's, you know, not so much exciting stuff going on. Right, Charlie did his attacks, killed the Kapulskatari here, failed to wound the tank. That's not what he was really aiming to do anyway. What he was aiming to do was M me in, which he did, because these two knights, they cannot walk over these boys, so they are stuck here. This one could sort of go around. There was no getting around that, but even then, he still has an 8-inch charge to this unit of boys. So now I'm in trouble, especially since Charlie scored 2 Maelstrom points in his turn. He did not get first strike, but he doesn't need it. So he's got 2 points. He's ahead 2-0. Now, what I need to do is I need to get first strike, which I should be able to do. And I also got pretty lucky in my draw, so I should be able to score some points with no prisoners, blood and guts, mission critical objective, and I rolled a 2, which is under this tank. So I'm not in a bad spot right now, but I think over the game, Charlie's board control is going to be a big challenge. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the knight's shooting phase, charge phase, and we'll come back and give you a summary after that. Alright, so shooting phase was over. Unsurprisingly, the knights did what they do best. So I did not want to actually fully kill this unit, because I wanted to finish it in combat to get my blood and guts. So I hurt it as much as I could. I left it alone. Then I spent a lot of shooting, killing the blue unit of boys that was here. That one's gone, so that's a kill. After that, I figured I would shoot this unit of boys, but I have not killed it, which means it's going to come back next turn. It's going to Green Tide, but at least that's wasting some CP, so it could be worse. I was not able to charge them because I was over 12 inches away. Charlie really moved up in a smart way. So this guy could only charge over here, and that guy did manage to make the charge over here, so at least he's up the field a bit. So with good combat rolls, I could be back in this game. But we will do the combat phase, do the turn 1 final scoring, and get back to you. Okay, after combat, about as good a first turn as the knights could expect for. I have killed a lot of things. I have cleared 2 units of boys, which are not coming back. This unit of boys probably is coming back, although Charlie owes me a morale there. He's going to have to do something, either break heads or whatever. So probably just going to take D3 mortals on the unit, then bring it back with a command point.
How many die?
2. It literally does not matter.
They're dead.
We wanted to do it. This unit just lost a few. The knight kind of whiffed, but you know what? I didn't care about that. I just wanted to use the charge for extra movement. So that's not a big deal. Now, I scored 3 points at the end of my turn because I drew really lucky on my Maelstrom cards. But now Charlie is about to put 4 cards total into play because he owns more objectives than me. So let's do that live. What are you putting into play? So you still have 12, which is 2 even. Yep. Now, secure 4. You already have that, I believe.
Yeah, it's the one under the building.
Right, so that's an easy point.
I'm gonna put 15 in as well.
15. I forget what this one is. 15 is, let me check. 15 is 2 VP if you control all even.
All even. I can do that. That's not hard.
Well, I mean, 2 is here, right?
Well, in that case, let's put secure 2 into play too. I believe in me.
Okay, you're going to go for it. All right. So he's got now 4 objectives into play. Normally it would only be 3, but he does have more objectives than me, so he gets to put an extra 1 in. So we're going to come back at the end of Orc movement phase, turn 2. Okay, so we went through a lot of the Orc turn just because there was a lot of moving boys around, and that was not super exciting to do on camera, but this unit that I failed to fully kill, Green Tided here, honestly, they were going to be close anyway, so it's not something I really care about. Then that unit that was in combat with that knight fell back, then got jumped, and again, did the smart thing, which is to like conga line all around my knights to, again, make sure to limit my mobility. Now, because it's turn 2, and my knights are actually fairly intact, Charlie's in a spot of bother here. I mean, I think he still has the upper hand because he controls the board, and he hasn't lost really any key pieces yet, but he needs to, at a minimum, kill 1 knight. Which is what he's about to do, because those tank busters and those looters, by the way, those tank busters, I think you should have teleported, but whatever, they're now in range. So those tank busters and those looters are about to open up on this poor, poor night. We are going to do the rolls on camera, I think. Yeah, it's an exciting roll. It's an important roll. So we'll see if this knight is down to 23 wounds. So we'll see how quickly double tapping tank busters can kill a knight. By the way, I'm going to rotate. There we go. I have now rotated my iron shields. So how many tank busters you got there?
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 tank busters.
And by the way, the reason I didn't shoot the tank busters or the looters turn 1 is because Grot Shield. So I figured I was better off clearing boys and giving myself a chance to move up the board.
Alright. So let's shoot them.
Alright.
They hit on 5s.
Do it. That's a pretty bad roll.
They reroll everything.
Is it 10 or 2 wounds that they reroll everything?
Everything to hit.
Ah, okay.
Still 5s.
Yeah, well, okay. That's
And we got, what, we got 2
that's an underwhelming roll.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the Dagadakas missed. Oh, but the rerolls. One of them hits.
Okay.
Then we're going to wound on 4.
That's better-ish. No, it's not.
Exactly average.
Alright, so I've rotated, so I get 4 up invulns. 1 is off the board, I'll reroll it, it's off the board again.
We're bad at this.
Alright, so I've saved 3, so 1 goes through.
Take 3 wounds.
Okay,
All right.
now I do have 3 Tyrannus saves, of which I passed
Get the
2.
fuck out of town.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Charlie, I take 1 wound.
You're going to need some beeps here, Darren.
We're gonna have to. This is not a family show. You can swear.
Insert some beeps. What the fuck?
That was statistically improbable. A full round of shooting from tank busters, doing 1 wound to a knight. All right.
I'm a sucker for punishment.
So you're shooting a second time. You're spending the CP.
Leroy!
All right, we're spending the CP. We're shooting
5.
again. Yeah. Well, you do get to re-roll, at least. There's that.
That is...
That's not an auspicious start. Okay, so you get some 6s, some 5s, you get some Dekas. That's already better than last time.
Yeah. So this time we got 1, 2, 3 Dakas. It's exactly 1 more than last time, and exactly 2 less than average.
Oh, there you go. One
get
more,
another hit.
and then re-roll.
We have to reroll everything.
2. All right, so that's actually a lot of hits. All right, we're back in business.
All right, 4th. So this time we go 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, let's see if I can repeat the invulnerable
What is
save.
happening?
I've saved 2, so 3 go through.
So 2,
I'm
6.
No, I'm not going to spend a CP because I'm.
Roll my dice.
All right, so 6s to ignore. I've ignored 1, so 5 more wounds down. So I am now
3, 6,
down
9,
to 17.
12, 15 wounds.
15 wounds. So I am down from 22 to 7. I'm down to 7. I'm still alive.
That is extremely disappointing.
Now, I should have died right then and there. That should have already killed me. So that's pretty key because it means that the looters will now have to shoot at me. And maybe... Oh, actually, you could start with the shock attack gun. See if that does it.
Saving the relic shock attack gun because he can still pump twice, and if I can hit another knight, I'm
That's
gonna
true.
do that.
That's true. But this, by the way, on average dice, I think already does it.
Yes, I think you're right.
So
with 2 shots, I actually saved the more Daka for him too. So let's do it with the looters. Let's see what's up.
Although I'm gonna say Mordaka just holds on, right? So you would have gotten your Mordaka on both shots. Maybe popping it would have been a good call, just to guarantee the kill.
Yes, I think that absolutely guarantees it.
Because you absolutely need a kill. You don't need to get greedy. You need a kill.
Yes.
Now you're still gonna get it.
Yeah, the looters should take the last.
The looters should do it.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
They get 3 shots.
3 shots. Okay, now they're gonna get it.
All right, so
if you had gotten a 1 on the shots,
6,
maybe
9,
not.
12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 33.
And the reason, by the way, that I did not reroll my invuln is I'm saving that reroll for my getting back up strat in our Darkest Hour, which is the Tyrannus strat. So if I use a reroll now to try and keep him alive, it means I can't reroll the dice for the Darkest Hour. That's a trap. It's an easy mistake to make. I've made it before. All right.
5s.
Oh, that's already really good. I see lots of 6s, lots of 1s to reroll.
We're going to reroll these 1s here. Oh, I don't know what that was, but we're going to pull it out because we're not cheating.
Well, and we're not rewinding the camera because who has that kind
Too
of
much
time?
work. All right.
There's another one there.
Oh, yay. Rerolls. Okay, so we got a Daka and 4 more hits out of the rerolls.
Oh dear, I feel sick.
So that's pretty good.
I feel sick,
These are
Charlie.
misses. That's a hit. That's a hit. Those are Dakas. Hits. Don't need any of these. These are all garbage. That's a Daka. Daka. Hits. Daka. Hits. Welcome to playing Orks, ladies and gentlemen. It's a lot of counting.
Well, at least now you have dice we can read. Charlie used to have these ogre team dice, or I don't know, from Age of Sigmar, and no one could read them.
They're the 40k Orks dice.
Really?
Yeah, they are, and they're terrible.
Games Workshop is awful at designing dice.
They roll like shit, too.
That feels like a lot of hits.
All right.
But now at least you need 5s to wound. So if you could fluff that, I'd appreciate it.
For you, buddy, I do just
no, that's quite a few hits.
7. All right.
All right, I just need to pass 7 4-up saves. I can do it. 7 dice. Give them to
1, 2,
me.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You sure you want to roll mine?
Yes.
I think that's bad
Yeah,
policy.
I think yours are loaded. I have failed 4, so that's 8 damage, right?
It is.
So if I roll 2 6s out of 8 dice, I live.
7.
Give me one more.
8.
Give me one more. 2 6s. Come on. Oh,
yes. Exactsies.
all right, I die.
Yay.
Do I blow?
Do you explode?
That's important. I do not. Now I'm going to spend 3 CP
Okay, do it
to
up.
stand back up at the end of the phase.
Oh, no.
I do, thank God. Now, with a reroll, it's a 75% chance, but I have that fail before.
And you stand up at how many wounds?
D3.
And it's at the end of which phase?
At the end of this phase.
At the end of the shooting phase.
Yeah.
So I
So-
can still charge it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
1 wound, and I'm on 1 wound. But this unit, remember, cannot charge because it was in combat.
The war boss is in business!
But he can't fit through your models.
Oh, he's not going to fit through this little gap here? No, he's not.
Yeah, no, you can measure it, but I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Anyway, I'm back up on 1 wound. We'll do measuring and all that at the end, but I am back up on a single wound in our darkest hour. All right. Now the shock attack gun is going to fire.
This one gets more Dakin.
More Daka.
He's going into this one way back here.
All right. So here's something though.
Oh, but you can't rotate
I
that
can't
one.
rotate on him. He has the 4-up invuln always. So the smart
Yeah,
play
I'm
is
going
to
to
shoot
shoot
this
that
one.
one. Yeah, I'm going to shoot that one. So the first time he shoots, it's going to be strength. We're in
Oh,
business.
I feel sick.
Oh, we did it, guys. All right. Now, all we need to do is
I'm
keep
gonna
that happening.
move my CP counter. I'm down to 4. Bleeding CP this game.
I believe in you, dice. Show me a big number.
Oh,
I'll take 8.
8
8
shots.
4, 5, 6, 7.
This could kill another knight.
We're hitting on 5.
No, it's not gonna.
1.
You do reroll once.
We do reroll the once. We rerolled.
No, just the 1 hit. That is D3 mortal.
Daka.
Okay, so 2 hits.
2 D3 mortals.
Correct. 2 D3 mortals.
Let's do them all.
So roll your mortals.
1 wounds we have. Dose.
I will not spend CP to ignore those because it's only 2.
You sure?
Yeah.
Ah.
So 2 mortals
And
so far.
These are going to wound on
2 wound on 2s, yeah. So you wound twice. I save on 5s.
5s?
I save. we need Darren's meme about my dice.
I don't even know what to do.
Okay, so I have taken 2 wounds on this knight. Alright, down to 17. And no, Tyrannus Knights do not feel no pain, mortal wounds. It doesn't work. So I'm down to 17 here.
My hands are tied.
Alright, you're going to shoot him again. Alright, shoot him again.
Strength. 7.
This, by the way, is twice that Charlie has hit the 11 mark on his shock attack gun doing immortals, and twice that it has done absolutely nothing. So are you going to reroll that one, buddy? Because you still can. I would.
I am going to reroll this.
Because it makes a big difference.
Yeah, it's 8.
So now you're winning on 2s.
Yeah. We're down to 3 CP left.
Yeah.
Shots.
9, that's good. 9 shots.
6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 on 5s. We're going to reroll some once.
Oh, you've only got 1 hit so far. Oh, you only hit once.
1 hit.
Charlie, well, look at all these 4s. There was like 6 4s there.
It hits, thank God.
Alright, 2 hits. 2 wound on 2s.
On 2s.
Charlie, how are you feeling right now? Charlie needs a drink. Okay. All right, I'm going to stop laughing, and I'm going to. I don't get.
You don't have to
I
do
don't have to
anything.
roll
We're done.
anything.
That's
We're
it.
done.
That's all you have to
That's the turn. You do score a lot of points, though.
I gotta make my charge.
Oh, that's right. You need to charge.
So let's do a charge.
So we're charging into that. We're gonna roll the charge. I'll do the Overwatch after.
Alright, charge distance. Oh, we need a 9. Oh, actually, we need an 8.
No, but you can reroll.
Reroll both.
Here we go. No. Well, that's a problem. That's a serious problem.
That cost me 3 points.
That is a serious problem.
So,
okay.
Essentially, after 2 turns, I have killed literally nothing.
Yep.
I missed one of the 3 charges that I made. That was the only one that was worth any points at all, but worth 3 points.
Yep.
Things have gone a tad sideways.
This is an anomaly, ladies and gentlemen. This is not how the dice should go.
This is severely corrupted wall energy. I don't know what's happening.
What have you done? Have you insulted Gork and Mork?
We all had bad burritos. I don't know what's happening here.
All right. Well, Darren can attest to my unnatural luck, so maybe that's what's coming into play. But this all of a sudden, after this terrible turn, it's not looking so good for the Orks. But we will score his points. We will come back after the night's moving phase. This is crazy. Okay, knight's movement phase over. Here's the plan. So I have moved my knights up over there. I need to deal with this unit of boy urgently that failed their charge. If that unit of boys had made their charge, it'd be a completely different game because they would have potentially shut down both these tanks and captured objective 2 for 3 points for Charlie.
Yeah.
But they failed the charge. So now I'm going to put as much shooting into these as I need to get rid of them, including 2 Scorpius Graph tank and up to a knight. That should be enough. Then all the knights moved up. I'm going to start. I'm going to force him to Grot Shield by shooting the tank busters because he's down to 3 CP. Once that happens, he's down to 1 CP, and I'm in business. This knight that came back up on 1 wound is dead next turn, so I'm just going to throw him away. Just shoot, charge, do damage. Either way, he's dead, right? However, after that, I have still 2 healthy knights. So I am actually, surprisingly, due to a very weird set of dice rolls, in a dominating position now at the end of turn 2.
Bad.
Yeah, end
bad.
of turn 2.
Bad.
I've also drawn some really good cards because I have number 13, which is 2 uneven. So I have 1 here. After I kill this stuff, I'll have 2. I have Supremacy, 1, 2, 3.
It's a disaster.
And Secure Objective 1. So I'm going to score another 3 points, and I'll be in the lead at that point.
There is no God.
Which is crazy. This is not normal. In an ETC game, with the amount of board control that Charlie has, I should not be able to score like that at will.
Hypothetically, it should be table me or bust for you.
It should be. Yeah, it should be. I either table the boys, which takes a long time, or I'm just done, right? And this knight, honestly, a knight should have probably died turn 1. The range...
At the very least, bottom bracketed 1, which would have given me an opportunity to kill 3 on turn 2.
So I did deploy out of range of the Lutas. So they weren't going to be able to shoot at me unless they did jumped. And I do think that the jumping the boys were the right move to hem me in. The tank busters should have been teleported, I think.
Definitely.
So that, I think, was a mistake. But even then, they still got to shoot turn 2. And they would have gotten to shoot turn 2 either way by teleporting. Yeah. So it doesn't actually change much except where they end up.
And they double tapped.
And they failed to kill a knight. They needed help. So this is, it's a dice game. It happens. You can sometimes make the best decisions possible, and the dice just go against you.
That's my captain taking one for the team here. He's going to eat up all my bad luck, so I don't have any left.
Exactly.
For the team
we're going to suck all the bad karma.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's boxcars all day. That's all I'm going to roll.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to do the knight's shooting and charge phase. In fact, we may do the knight's entire turn because there's just going to be a lot of dice rolling, a lot of picking up boys, so nothing particularly exciting is going to happen. But we will come back and let you know how that went. Okay, so this did not go the way Charlie and I expected. I honestly thought that he had so much board control that he was going to hem me in and keep me from scoring any Maelstrom cards. And that he was just going to slowly kill a knight here and there, and eventually I'd just run out of steam and he'd have all the boys. This is not what happened, because I still have all 3 of my knights at the end of turn 2, and the table is
Do you have a casualty
looking
pile somewhere? Where's your casualty pile, Francois?
So I've lost 3 Skitarii.
Show us your casualty pile.
I have lost 3 Skitarii.
I spent 14 command points.
I did lose this one knight, but then he stood back up, like the obnoxious Tyrannus knight that he is.
I spent 14 command points. I killed 2 Skitarii.
So this was not how it should have gone. I think I rolled obnoxiously well, and Charlie rolled badly. So Charlie managed to roll strength 11 twice on his souped up shaka.
Never done that before. That's
and
the first.
Normally that's the kind of thing that will do like 17 mortal wounds on a knight, right? That's happened to me before, being on the receiving end of that.
And he got more DAC at every turn too.
Both times that he did that, he did 1 mortal wounds the first time.
It hit once.
And 2 the second time.
And it hit twice the second time.
And did 3 mortal wounds total.
Only rolled 1s on its D3.
Yeah. So I don't think we can really learn anything from this game other than when the dice gods want you to lose, you lose.
I must have been very mean to puppies in a past life or something. I don't know what happened.
So I think Charlie played it mostly right. Like the jumping the boys to like keep me into my zone turn 1, like by stringing them out there. That was a textbook move. I do think these guys should have been in Teleporta, but really it would have made no difference because they still got to shoot turn 2.
Yep.
So that's not what lost you the game. What lost you the game is I rolled like an absolute madman. I was hitting way above average, wounding above average, and so I just cleared so much of your stuff that by the end of turn 2, how many models have I killed in 2 turns?
How many we have left? 10, 30, 40, 50... 63, 64 models.
So I've killed
200.
Well, and I also killed 1 unit twice because it green tided.
So 230, give or take.
So I ended up killing over 200 models in 2 turns with these 3 knights and these 3 Scorpius Graph tanks and a few Enmech Skitarii. This is not normal. This is what we call in the business a statistical anomaly, but it does happen.
This is an outlier.
So I still think that if we end up matching Charlie against Knights, he will do well because A, he knows what they do because he's played me a lot. And his army on paper and playing Maelstrom cards should be able to match up against it.
Yeah.
But
I will not let this discourage me.
So I'm confident if you end up matched up against Knights, you'll do well, or at least much better than this. But yeah, that was an eye-opener. I always knew my list was a total leaf blower, that it could do a lot of damage. That's what it's designed to do. I have 26 models, 0 board control. I just kill things. But that was kind of eye-opening as to just how much I could
even
kill.
went first.
No. I'm sorry, man.
I can't afford therapy.
All right, so for CanHammer, this has been Francois and Charlie. See you soon, guys.
God, I hope not.